What's up, amigos? It's the Prodigy Maker Minute with yours truly, Chris Lewitt. As you may know, I'm the former #1 for Cornell University, pro circuit player, elite junior development coach, and author and educator, author of The Secrets of Spanish Tennis and the Tennis Technique Bible. Today, I want to talk a little bit about movement patterns and elite footwork for young superstars. And what I've noticed is a lot of kids get stuck in a red or orange environment, small court, small space, truncated court, less room to work and operate their feet. And the coaches don't stress a lot of movement. So I had two little girls who I was working with recently, and they're 6 years old, and they just needed a lot of help with learning how to actually run to the ball, to make a good side shuffle recovery, to make crossover, and to learn some fundamental basics. So the problem that I'm seeing is so many kids, little kids, are playing on, let's say, like a red court or a small orange court, and that limits the space that's required for them to move in. And they're also playing with slower balls. So this is one of the reasons why I don't like slower balls in general for children, because when the ball is faster, the kids need to move their feet faster. They need to react better. It sharpens their eyes. It sharpens their feet. And then if you challenge a young child to move in that environment, let's say a bigger space, like a full court space, and using a yellow ball or any kind of fast ball, then they develop quicker. They develop better reactions. They develop better footwork skills, and they learn how to move with quickness and agility to the ball. So I think that is the secret that I use to develop world-class movement in young children. Number one, I don't limit the space that they move around in. I try to actually increase and stretch out the space, make the kids move over longer distances rather than always making the distances shorter and shorter for them. So like lowest common denominator teaching in terms of their movements and the distance that they travel. So a lot of times I'll teach young children like the X pattern, and I'll teach them to move back with many steps and move forward with many steps, move to the side laterally with many steps, rather than just like a lot of young kids will just walk to the ball. Like I've seen many red ball classes where kids are just basically like plopping themselves down, taking a couple steps, and then walking back on the recovery. Like that should be unacceptable. Young kids need to have good energy in their feet, good activity. Like in Spain, they say actividad, and they need to make a good recovery. No young kids should be walking during their tennis lesson. Parents, if you see your kids just standing there and walking back and forth to shots, something is wrong. They're not learning world-class movement. So young kids, they should be covering longer distances. They should be playing with faster balls, not slower balls. If you want those young kids to be stars, if you want those kids to languish with poor footwork skills, slower, duller reactions, less agility, less gracefulness in the way they move, then by all means, keep them in a lowest common denominator environment with a slow red ball on a very small court or a slow orange ball on a smaller court. But the young champions that I like to work with, they're moving on in big spaces, long distances, learning how to cover a lot of ground, learning how to move in and out of the court, not just standing around. And we'll talk more about movement and other, important skills that kids should be learning related to their footwork in coming Prodigy Maker Minutes. But it's frustrating for me to see all those young kids out there. Some of them may want to be stars, and they're being taught pretty basic, poor footwork skills, if any at all. Guys, if you like this, check out my big show, the Prodigy Maker Show. It's available on all your favorite podcasting platforms and this YouTube channel. And for now, I'll see you on the next program.